I don't even know if it's going to happen in the next 5 minutes. So, Caris, can you help?
How long does it take to put scaffolding up?
I've never done before.
Well, you can tell jokes amongst yourselves, really.
I say.
Yeah, what were you going to say, Tony? Anyway, did anybody take part in the sandcastle competition today?
Yes.
Well, if you didn't, you missed out on an extravaganza of sandcastles today. There were some wonderful entries. Tyler, the car washing extraordinaire, wheelbarrow pincher, and general village handyman did an awesome job. Adam Davis in the corner. It's generally a kid's thing, but Adam decided that being a planning officer, he was questioning whether the structures had planning permission, and also questioning whether sculptures constituted a valid entry to the sandcastle competition. Sour grapes. Barrow. Good. That was a little bit of filling. Right, on to our next candidate. What's he calling himself this year?
I don't know, but please
Right.
welcome to Mr. Alan Chambers.
Oh my god, that's a weird
Good morning, or should I say good morning? How are you, everybody, alright? I tried wholeheartedly to become Mayor of Llansteffan for many years, winning it the last 2 years until that ghastly, pathetic Patagonia vote. I tried to be Mayor of Llansteffan as Officer Crabtree, DylanThomas. What more do I have to do to become the Mayor? And now that's the question of the century, isn't it? I've already run for Mayor as Officer Crabtree, the worst accident red Frenchman in history. Channel DylanThomas is drunk, poetic and vaguely threatening. Promised free trips from Flores, free booze from the Castle Inn, space travel and fashion persecution. This year, for one final attempt, I'm going to again channel DylanThomas as Officer Crabtree is busy preparing to run Wyn Evans' new restaurant, The Welsh House by Wyn and Crabtree. A few things I'd do if I was Mayor. If I was Mayor of this beautiful village, I'd wear a crown made of chips and then watch Steph John give Helen a peck on the lips. No meeting, no minutes, no budget review, just pints at 10 AM and a councillor too. Me, Ricky Mead and Pepe Le Pew. I ban all the tourists who park like they're blind and slap a fine on every dog owner who leaves their shite behind. The castle, mine now, a 5-star B&B with a hot tub on the turret and a sign that says piss off entry fee. Each store named after my exes who said I'd never go far. Now, well, look at me now, Mandy, I'm basically a effing star. I'd rename the car park Arsehole Alley after that bloke from Munt that reversed into Sally. If I was Mayor, come gather in. Free drinks from Paul and Clara at the Castle Inn. Paul will pour you a pint, a lager, a cider, a stout, then pretend he's skint and throw you out. And when you're steaming and need a feed, head down to Flores to see Ricky Mead. Free chips for locals, extra for tarts, a battered sausage if you flirt off hard. Ketchup's free, but mayo's elite, unless your black pocket is a shredded meat. Down at the Castle Inn, where the beer flows thin, there's terror that lurks in the toilet within. You go for a wee, you pray for your soul, then vanish for hours in that cursed black hole. Paul, I can see you there. What are you thinking this for?
A solicitor.
I don't want a solicitor in my door tomorrow morning. The seat's always warm, but no one's just been. The tap's just been fixed by Mr. Bean. No lock on the door, no loo roll in sight, just a singing toilet full of shame and a flickering light. You hover, you sweat, you regret the last round, while something nasty gurgles underground. You flush with a stick, and it laps back at you, then sprays your leg with God knows what goo. There's graffiti that whispers, get out while you can, a smell so strong it would floor any man. There's a urinal cracked and cursed, with a splash radius that gets your shirt first. And if you sit down, God help your soul, you need a tetanus jab and a sausage roll. But why we all still go back, drink after drink, because pub loyalties matter, even if the loos don't. If I was mayor, I'd make Wyn Evans a pop-up restaurant, a faggot extravaganza. It'd be called Gio Go Compario. Wyn burst through the doors in a velvet suit, with a tray of faggots and a voice like a bird. To taste special meatballs, Wyn gave a loud shout, while DylanThomas wore trousers one sleeve would blow out. He served mushy peas from a DVL tray and said, you'll pass your MOT if you eat them this way. His pop-up was packed by the bus stop sign, a gazebo flapping half full of wine. He wore an apron that read, Chef de Meat, then sang like Pavarotti on heat. He served them hot with mash and pride, with Ricky Mead in a leotard by his side. Ricky said, bloody hell, Wyn, they're cow and lush. Then he was late for the 227 bus. E.T. popped up and gave one lick, then floated off muttering, Wyn, this gravy's a bit thick. Matthew turned up in a mesh vest, took one bite and said, these faggots are the best. Wyn winked and bowed with a theatrical sweep, and he slipped in his gravy and slid down the high street, like little Bo Peep. Here's a sample of Wyn's menu at his pop-up restaurant. Starters. DylanThomas tight trouser tempura vegetables. So snug they've actually applied for compensation. Clara's Swedish sex soup. Hot. Confusing. Full of random floating lumps. Garnished with dill, resentment, and an optional pickle nipple. Scald the soul, and then make you look like Adrian Moore. Wyn squid rings of glory. Fried to the sound of Puccini, these squid rings are chewy, suspicious, and possibly recycled. Still better than the Castle Inn toilet. Cheesy bites a la Castle carpet. Bits of cheese rolling whatever's on the pub floor, soft, spongy, and strangely crunchy. Comes with a complimentary tetanus booster. Main courses. Castle Inn mystery lasagna. Clara's creation. No one knows what's in it. Might be lamb, might be real danger. Includes free toilet roll and a toy Power Ranger. Dewiry's fiery goat vindaloo. So hot it will make you shave your eyebrows from the inside. Chunks of Dewiry's goat, freshly sourced after late night accident on his shithole. Slow simmered in a curry, so vicious it curry under investigation by Fireman Sam. Served with a naan bread, bigger than Hugh Harris's ego. Rice so sticky was made by Vicky from Benidorm. Chips that look like one of Ricky B's hip. Pair with a goat fizz, a curry antigote lager, brewed in Clara's bath. Desserts. Paul Norman's rock cakes. Stolen from Snowdonia. Dense, confusing, possibly illegal. Eat at your own risk. £6 or free if you escape the pub toilets in under 1 minute. Wins opera cake explosion. A delicate French patisserie, each layer shouts a million things. It looks similar to Jar Jar Bing, contains caffeine, drama and edible ants. Greg Wallace given a 10 while judging in his underpants. Cocktails. The Go Compare Bellini Bang. Prosecco, pinch puree and raw locals while the wind sings. Llansteffan in your left ear and eaky burps in your right. Fizzles louder than Rick Lee's hip on a trampoline. Right, last week, we've had a lot of controversy in the village last year, but last week, while sitting outside having a coffee in the village shop with my good mate E.T., we revised the poem together, especially for those precious beach visitors who turn up once a year, you know what they are, turn up once a year, let their dog drink seawater, and then blame everything when the dog shites like a cannon. You can see my, obviously, it just annoys me to be honest with you, but it's aptly named The Seawater Did It. A poem for delicate holidaymakers and their drama llama dogs. They rock up in July in a white SUV with kids called Archie and a lab called Marley. They park like pirates, block half the bay, then stroll to the beach shouting, "Is this Blue Flag Day?" They set up camp with chairs and rage, then unleash the dog like it's centre stage. It drinks from rock pools, sniff dead fish guts, then goes full diarrhea by the castle wall huts. "Oh no," he cries Sally, "he's poorly, he's weak. The sea made him sick, it's filthy this week. Never mind he licked a crab and a turd, or swallowed a tennis ball and half an eaten bird." They stormed the flories, demand to be heard. Is this testing? It's honestly absurd. While their dogs in the car, honking up bile, and little Archie's eating sand with a smile. They post on Facebook, avoid disgrace. Our lab got poisoned by your local place. As if blinking Neptune himself just climbed up to the tide and personally pissed in the whales out of pride. I tell you what, here's a tip for you, Sally, and listen with care. If your dog drinks the sea, it'll shit everywhere. Not our fault, not our beach, not the air, just your daft Labrador and zero self-aware. Also, if I was mayor, I'd make the old pound into a prison for local troublemakers and idiotic holidaymakers. If you act like a tit or park like a prat, you'll be shut in the pound and that's bloody that. Locals or tourists, no one is spared if your dog's off a lead or your shorts have flared. Love kids, seagull feeders, we've got room for you all. And Rick Lee's in there too. He tried to claim his own more than one underpants, now he's doing hard time with a plastic pint and adamant. Matthew Thomas got banned up for crimes of fashion. Those t-shirts were tighter than moral compassion. He tried to escape with a vape and a shimmy, but slipped on his fringe and cried like a finny. Welcome to the Old Pound, Llansteffan's historic lockup and newest tourist correctional facility. Behave or be banned up, Mayor's orders. Admission policy. Entry is not optional. You may be sentenced for the following crimes. Parking across 3 spaces as if you own a blinking yacht. Wearing Crocs with socks past the dunes. Asking if a castle is a Costa. Feeding seagulls, then crying when mugged. Taking 400 selfies down the beach and then blocking the queue to Flores. Notable inmate. Stacey from Surrey, found guilty of requesting gluten-free battered sausage from Flores. A confused bloke from Swindon, arrested for saying, "This looks just like Cornwall." One lad called Sid, no one knows what he did, but it definitely felt wrong. If I was mayor of Llansteffan, which frankly I should be by now, I've had enough, I've already turned the Castle Inn toilet into a UNESCO warning site. I proudly launched the greatest sporting revolution this side of the Tower Estuary. Proudly introducing Llansteffan Ladies Football Club. Sponsored by Snoop Dogg himself. Yes, the real one, Paul Norman and hoodie. Because even Snoop Dogg knows that Welsh women can hoof a ball better than most men can drive a Fiat Punto in reverse up Church Street. Martin, scout for all, loyalty to Norman Evans. He's scouted for both Cardiff and Swansea. He's basically the footballing version of a double agent with shin pads. Tactics include shouting hoof it, and offering free old Swansea merchandise for a clean sheet. Terry Touchline Tourette's Jarman. The man, the myth, the menace. Still wears studs to Tesco and once got sent off while coaching the under-9s football team for arguing with the referee's dog. They lead Llansteffan ladies to the World Cup, the Euros, and maybe even Commandership Division 2B East. Training includes Snoop Dogg Zoom motivational speeches, pre-match rollies, half-time battered Mars bars from Forries, and tactical drills in the pub car park with Clara juggling her Swedish meatballs. Match kits provided by Rick Mead, 100% polyester, 0% taste. Hydration by the Castle Inn, free but don't use the toilets. Team bus driven by ET. So vote for me as mayor. Me and Snoop Dogg will put Llansteffan ladies on the map, or at least on Snoop Dogg's Instagram story next to a picture of him with Dewi's goat and alpaca. One thing I forgot, if I was made the right honourable mayor of Llansteffan, the deputy mayor would be my great and loyal friend E.T. Back on Earth, things got a bit tight, so I told E.T. make time to earn your flight. He'd been lurking for years and doing sweets on, just sipping lukewarm Stella that's climbing the village hall. He doesn't say much, but he's wise and weird, and his Wi-Fi signal's the best that's ever appeared. He knows what you're thinking before you've even said, and once cured Clara's cold by touching her head. Now he's got the badge and a finger that glows, communicates via beeps and a big alien nose. He fixes Simon Charles potholes with lasers and flies a drone bin, dressed as Dame Vera Lynn. And introduces laws like all hangovers win, he's loyal and quiet and slightly misread, which is better than the last one who just wet the bed. So that's the team. He's an alien and a fashion fugitive running Llansteffan. And if you ever crash a burn, I'll just blame it on Rick Mead, who's busy rebuilding the bloody week. Nearly there. In conclusion, on my recent visit to the USA, I spoke to Donald Trump about the legality of the so-called Patagonian vote that some of the previous mock mayor candidates have received and suspiciously won the election. Donald informed me that there are only 2 legal and Patagonian votes left in the world, and he handed them over to me for safekeeping. I, being a candidate of complete integrity, will not use these 2 votes unless forced to do so. He said this was a mega thing I was doing, mega meaning making elections great again. My humble thank you to all of you for your support. One last thing. I would just want to introduce, I don't know what's going on to my left or right, I don't know who these people are, but I'll try. Who's this on my right? I don't know. Left, right? Where do I go? Left, right? Yeah. Play the music. Play the music. Who's on the right? What are you doing here? Look over there. What are you doing here? I didn't push you in. No, I didn't. I'm not outing. You're spoiling my act and trying to put me back my other Llansteffan. I know you're a respectable lady of the village, but this is ridiculous. I called you. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lady. Right, let's try the left wing. Right. Let's try this one. Who's under your... Thanks ever so much. Thank you.